I was borrowing my boyfriend's white hoodie and bled on it. He later called me weird and dumped me because of it. I'm weird for having a natural bodily function, but you're not weird for dumping someone for having a natural bodily function. Okay. Hey guys, it's Sharon. Welcome back to my channel. Can you believe it is already that time of the month? As I say on my time of the month. As I say every single month. Because this series, if you didn't know, is much like a period and happens once a month, every single month. But I feel like this series is better than actually getting your period. Up for debate? I am reading your period horror stories, but today I'm actually reading your school period horror stories, and I am bringing back our ranking twist that we did in last month's video, but I am changing a few things up. So go grab your snacks, go grab your tea, and let me introduce you to the new rankings. So in the green, this is the new one we're introducing. It's Love That For You, Bestie. Like, this is actually kind of wholesome. Then you have It Happens to the Best of Us, sis. Sadly, this has probably happened to most of us. Then you have the middle ground, which is sucks, but you'll be okay. Eventually. Then we have, all right, Don't Leave Your Room. This was a little bit embarrassing. You might just want to take a time out for a couple of days. And in the red, you need to change your identity. This is so bad you literally need to change who you are as a person and move elsewhere and just start over. And speaking of starting, let's get into these stories. I got my first period when I was in the 5th grade and the first person in the friend group to get it. I told my friends and one of the girls told my entire class and everyone bullied me. They even nicknamed me Bloody Mary. Even the girls that had their periods bullied me. It was so cruel and disgusting. That is very cruel and disgusting. How are you gonna be a girl with a period bullying another girl with a period? Baby, are you projecting? It feels like you are. It feels like someone's insecure about their period. And that sounds like something you should work on. Do you hear Fluffy? She agrees. That's right, Fluff. It's a natural bodily function that you literally have no control over. Your vagina wants to bleed, your vagina's gonna bleed. Also, where is the teacher in all of this? You just gonna let an entire class bully a kid over their period? Calling her Bloody Mary? First of all, Bloody Mary is terrifying. Like, oh my god, have I said it 3 times already? I'm just gonna chill. I'm kind of torn between It Happens to the Best of Us, sis, which is really sad, or Don't Leave Your Room. I'm gonna put it at Don't Leave Your Room. Like, take a time out for a bit. You deserve it. You're on your period. Take a break. Let these bullies look and act stupid. And then come back to school and be like, you done? Yeah. I was wearing a panty liner for 1 week, but no period, so I stopped wearing it in the morning. Guess who showed up 3 hours after I took it off? Dude, it'd be like that all the time. I would actually be so pissed too. My least favorite thing about having a period is when you think you're done having your period. You're not bleeding anymore, you know, there's barely any spotting. You think you're done. You stop wearing stuff, and then all of a sudden your period's like, wait, I wasn't done. I still have a little bit left to go. Why? Why would you do that to me? Uterus, explain. I get this. And because of that, it happens to the best of us, sis. Sadly, we deserve better, but like, I don't think Mother Nature really generally cares what we think or what we deserve. So I was wearing my sister's white shorts and no underwear that day. Girl. Oh, this is a recipe for disaster already. I bled through it and it looked like a crime scene. I couldn't put a pad on because I had no underwear on, so I had to just free bleed it out for 3 more hours of school. Oh no. No hoodie to tie around the waist, no change of like gym shorts. You're telling me you had to like walk around in white shorts covered in blood? Arguably though, okay, I get the no undies and it making it hard to stick to a pad, but you still got shorts on. It's not like it's a skirt. Honestly, I would have attempted to have stuck the pad on the shorts. Even if they're like loose fitting or something, at least there's something for the blood to land on that's not my shorts. Or, hear me out, tampons. But I guess it would have been too late anyways if you already bled through the shorts, so lesson here, don't wear white. Always have a spare change of clothes in your backpack or your locker, and keep a spare pair of undies just in case. I would put this at It Happens to the Best of Us, but this is a very specific combo of white shorts and no undies. Like, Mother Nature was waiting for you to do that, so I'm just gonna leave it at it sucks, but you'll be okay. So it's a lesson learned, I guess. Can we ever wear white? Good question. One time I was on my period during a heavy day. I was in history class and I got up and I saw blood on the chair. I swore I leaked through and I started to panic. I told my male teacher on a sticky note and he kicked everyone out of the classroom to clean it up. Long story short, I never leaked through. So where did the blood come from? Was there a crime that occurred in this classroom and it was not your uterus? I'm glad you didn't leak through, but like there was blood on your chair. What was that from? No one else concerned about that? Did the teacher just clean up the suspicious blood that didn't come from you and then let everyone else just back in the classroom like nothing happened? okay, that's fine. You know, on one hand, I'm like, this is a really cool teacher for like kicking everyone out of the classroom to save, you know, the student potential embarrassment, because kids are the worst, right? So I really like that for him. But at the same time, I feel like if I was a kid in school and a teacher kicked everyone out of the classroom over something I did, I would definitely want to change schools. So I'm gonna put this at, you need to change your identity, just because I know I would have been so embarrassed. I still want to know where that blood came from. That is tripping me up. I asked my friend to check for a period stain. She said to me, no, you're all good, but I still felt like I leaked, so I went to the bathroom and I saw the worst period leak I ever had, and it's not like it wasn't noticeable. I was wearing light blue jeans. P.S. I love you too. And also, P.S. you got a fake ass friend. I don't know what else to tell you. Like, why would you do that? How are you gonna be my friend and lie to me and let me walk around embarrassed? That is not a friend. Because of that, I feel like your friend should change their identity. Like, you wanna be fake, you might as well go get yourself a new fake identity. Or maybe you should change your identity so you can find a new friend and leave that one in the past. I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it at that. This just makes no sense to me. It's giving the I'm not your friend, I'm actually a hater vibe. So those are probably one of the worst type of friends you can have. And this would have been enough for me to be like, we're not friends anymore. You weren't looking out for me in the tiniest inconvenience possible, like a period stain. How do I know you're actually gonna look out for me for like bigger things? Why are you trying to embarrass me? Huh? By the way, if you're enjoying this video and you're not yet subscribed, you should totally subscribe. If not, I sadly will have to rank you at like, you need to change your identity and then subscribe to me with that new identity. Also, you should totally get one of my period journals. That's right. I designed these period journals to track your periods so you can get to know your body better, and so you're not, you know, completely surprised by Mother Nature. So make sure to get one. I'll link them for you below. I didn't realize I was on my period and bled through. The boy that sat next to me took off his hoodie so I could cover the bleeding. I asked to go to the bathroom. The teacher said no. The boy stood up and walked to the teacher and whispered in his ear, she's bleeding. She has to use the bathroom now. I could hear it from my desk, and the teacher let me go to the bathroom. Now, me and the boy have been dating for 2 years. Good for him. This is like the bare minimum of how a guy should behave when a girl gets her period, but like the bar is so low on the ground. Actually, the bar might be underground. At least, you know, we're bringing it a little back up to where it should be with this one. Good for him. I love that for you, bestie. I'm not gonna lie though, like me being me, I'm a little bit annoyed that the teacher said no to you, and it took a guy going up to a guy teacher and being like, no, let her go. And then him being like, okay, fine, you can go. So if I could have gone in the first place, why didn't you let me go in the first place? One time in my sophomore year of high school, I was on my period and I bled through onto the seat unknowingly to me. But apparently the teacher noticed and didn't say anything. Now, why wouldn't you say something? Oh, I guess not embarrass you. Whatever, okay. As I'm sitting in my last class of the day, I get called down to the counseling office. I don't think anything of this, but what does she want to talk to me about? My teacher told her about me bleeding through, so I got a 20-minute lecture on how to handle my period. To this day, I am still so paranoid when I'm on my period. I'm sorry, what could a 20-minute lecture about how to handle your period be about? Because how do you handle your period? Use a pad, a tampon, or another period product. That's how you handle your period. Also, like, did those 20 minutes include a really important part of the conversation of, you can't control your period? Or, that's BS. You really could have looked out for me, teacher, but instead you just had to rat me out. Thanks. Because of that, I'm gonna put you at sucks, but you'll be okay. On the bright side, you only had this teacher for 1 year, we'd hope. Never gotta think about it again, even though now this poor person is paranoid all the freaking time when they're on their period. It only takes one person to do something and then you're traumatized forever. This story was actually from my first year as a teacher. This is my first, like, submission from an actual teacher. Usually it's from students. I'm so excited. Okay. I had a crush on the PE teacher. Me always talking about how teachers always date each other, look at this. And always look forward to talking to him after school. One day after school, I was standing by the playground talking to him when all of a sudden I felt a huge gush of blood. I tried to make it to the bathroom, but it was too late. I was wearing a dress and I had blood all down my legs. I couldn't even talk to him after that. You know what sucks about like embarrassing yourself in front of someone is when you embarrass yourself in front of someone you have to see every day. Someone you work with. Oh, sis. I wouldn't leave my room for a couple of days for sure. But if this PE teacher was a real one and a real man, he wouldn't let that affect how he views you. Because women bleed. And I feel like a grown-ass man should know that and understand that and be okay with that. So this is actually kind of like a great way to find out someone's true colors. Just have a period accident in front of them and see how it goes. So in reality, you might be embarrassed, but at least you're not disappointing like him if he ghosts you or something for that. So let's think about it that way. I suddenly felt something down there, and so I asked to go to the bathroom. My female female English teacher said no. I sat down and listened to the class until I couldn't wait any longer, so I asked again if I could go to the bathroom. She said I could only go if I wrote and read a 2-page poem out loud to the class before the bell rang in like 20 minutes, and then I could go to the bathroom. I simply wrote, "Let me go to the bathroom" for the 2 pages, and when I read it out, I screamed it. She never did that again. Honestly, you a bit of a nuisance, but like I kind of respect it. I get it. Like, a 2-page poem is not a poem. That's an essay. I have never read a poem that was that freaking long. That being said, poetry is subjective. You want it to be 2 pages? Okay, I'm just gonna put like 1 word per line, and I'm gonna be like, that's the structure of my poem. That's how my poem is supposed to go. And oh my god, you could have just written a haiku about periods. Just like different haikus. Okay, what is a haiku? 575. I am bleeding. Hold on. We're about to create a haiku right now. Wait. Hello, I am bleeding from my vagina. Please help. I need the bathroom. Boom, there we go. Leave me your period haiku in the comments below. That's your homework assignment for this video. I'm gonna put this at, it happens to the best of us, sadly, because this is not the first time I've gotten a story like this where your teacher didn't let you go to the bathroom, which is absolutely ridiculous to me. If your teacher says no about you needing to go to the bathroom, just literally be like, I am on my period. And if they're still like no, just be like, okay, well, I'm on my period, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and I'm gonna talk to the principal. Bye. I could have screamed poetry at you, or you could have just let me go to the bathroom. I was borrowing my boyfriend's white hoodie and bled on it. He later called me weird and dumped me because of it. I'm weird for having a natural bodily function, but you're not weird for dumping someone for having a natural bodily function. All right, I'm just gonna say it already. It sucks, but you'll be okay. It sucks to get dumped, but you'll be very okay in the sense where you dodged a bullet. I don't know who's gonna tell this boyfriend, but if you date someone with a uterus, that uterus is gonna bleed. Isn't that absolutely crazy? I know. So yeah, he's in for a really long life. He might want to start playing for the other team if he thinks that periods are weird, but I'm sure he'll figure that out eventually, hopefully. Okay, so I'm a theater kid, and during one of my middle school musicals, it was my time to go on stage. As soon as I go on stage, I feel that I've gotten my period. I had a pretty big part, so I had a solo song. By the end of my song, there was a lot of blood on the floor and my costume. Someone in the audience saw it and started screaming, and then everyone knew. Was that necessary, dude? Like, what if it was part of the play? We just added a little horror element. We felt some Carrie inspiration. Thank you for pointing out my artistic abilities, person in the audience that needed to scream. Who does that? Yeah, just deny. Or own it and be like, yeah, I got a period. Isn't that crazy? Me with the coochie? Who would have thought? I'm not gonna lie. As not embarrassing as periods are, it's embarrassing for something to happen in front of a gigantic audience of people. So will you be okay? I feel like this is one of those things that would haunt me when I'm laying in bed trying to sleep. So like, maybe you should just change your identity. In reality, maybe you should just change schools. It's not that bad because it's a period, but like in front of everyone, that person just had to start screaming. Like, grow up. I was at school once and I had math next. My friend who had the same math class before me didn't tell me she got her period and leaked on the seat. When I went to sit in her seat, the blood went onto my pants, and when I left, everyone stared at me until at lunch, someone asked me if I needed a pad, and I was confused, but eventually my friend told me about what happened. Wait. So did your friend like know and didn't tell you? Cause I'd be pissed. If my friend knew that they got their period and they leaked on the seat and they left it there knowing that that's my seat next and then they didn't tell me, I would feel some type of way. I have some words with that friend. But if the friend didn't know, then that's a whole different story. Shout out to that one person though that was like, do you need a pad? Instead of being like, ha 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 ha. So good for them. The friend though, I got my eye on you, friend. I don't know what your angle is, but I'm suspicious. I'm on to you. I'm gonna put this at sucks, but you'll be okay because it wasn't even your period stain. I do think it's a little bit kind of icky to have someone else's blood on you, but I'm not gonna think too much about that. At least you know it's your friend, if anything. But yeah, I'd still be a bit sus on my friend. But imagine having a period leak and it's not even your own period leak. That blows. I was at school and my pad fell out of my backpack in front of my crush. He said that I was gross for showing something like that to a boy and never spoke to me again. I'm sorry, you think that's gross? With all the things that boys look up online, you think a pad, a clean, fresh pad that's wrapped up is gross? Okay. Aren't boys the one who like fart, burp together, show each other pee-pee pics, like measure their own pee-pee? Like, okay, gotcha. I hope this is your ex crush because that's absolutely ridiculous. If it was a dirty pad falling out of someone's backpack, I'd be like, that's nasty. Why is that in your backpack? A clean pad? What about that is gross? I'm gonna say it happens to the best of us, sis. A lot of boys like to react this way for some reason. Not all. Some are great. Some are sadly immature like this. Regardless, you dodged a bullet. You found out your crush's true colors. And this is why we should all start having period accidents in front of our crushes and find out, is it worth having a crush on you or not? Life hack. This last one says, my bestie was on her period and she went to the bathroom and changed her tampon. During passing period, a sexist boy walked past the girls' bathroom. He heard the rapper and yelled in there, "You eating candy in there or something?" She then responded with, "It's a tampon, idiot." He literally said, "Ew, you're so gross for having a period. You're never gonna get a boyfriend. And you're never gonna get a girlfriend." I then stood up for her and said, if you think a woman is gross for that, you're in for a long life. You're never gonna find a woman because they bleed. Deal with it. Yes, I love that for you, bestie. Absolutely. Someone who has a uterus is gonna bleed out of that uterus. And you're telling me you're attracted to people with uteruses, but you don't like that they bleed out of their uteruses? You might not be attracted to people with uteruses. So yes. Either he has really good hearing, or like, how close were you on that bathroom door to be hearing someone? Is this the door and he's like, "What are you doing in there? Are you eating?" Like, mind your business. First of all, whatever someone is doing in the bathroom, literally mind your business. Anyways, I'm actually gonna throw in this bonus submission. It just says, okay. Okay. I don't know what to do with this information. Thank you. I love that for you, bestie. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If I didn't get to share your period horror story that happened at school today, but you would like to share it with us, please do so in the comments below. If you want to see more episodes of this series, I have an entire playlist on my channel, and I have a bunch more other series that are very tea-filled and bingeable as well. So don't be afraid to go check those out. Now, shout out of the day goes to Isla. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for being awesome. I appreciate you guys so much. If there's a video you would like to see from me, I have a submission in my description where you can send me your video ideas, and who knows, you might see them come to life. But all that being said, I will see you guys next time, and I'll see you next month with another episode of this. I love you. Stay safe out there. Always have undies, pants, and period products on you, and avoid boys who think periods are gross. All right, love ya. Bye.